Hello guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel, the Concepts Web. The today's topic we are discussing about cyclone. Cyclone. What is cyclone? Cyclone is an atmospheric system characterized by the low pressure with the center and the circulating wind that rotates the counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and the clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Counterclockwise means anti-clockwise in the northern hemisphere and the clockwise in the southern hemisphere due to the wind. Okay. Okay, let's discuss about a tropical cyclone. What is tropical cyclone? Tropical cyclone is primarily occurred in tropical and subtropical region. Okay, whereas 10-degree and 30-degree latitude, they are the most common in the Atlantic Ocean and the northern Pacific Ocean and the northwest Pacific Ocean. It is the main character and also what are the necessary conditions? Necessary conditions for cyclone are warm ocean water, a sea surface of temperature at least it should be a 26 at least 26.5 degrees Celsius or 80 Fahrenheit are necessary for the fuel for tropical cyclone. Okay, then moisture. Moisture is the most important thing, which are high level of atmospheric moistures are essentially for the sustaining converting activities of cloud formation. Moisture it helps for cloud formation. Okay, then low low vertical wind. Low vertical wind shear. The minimal change in the wind speed and the directions with the height allows the vertical development of storm. Minimum speed of wind. These are the necessities. Okay, then how it is formed? It is formed in the atmosphere and the oceanic conditions are favorable and the distribution may be undergo cyclone. Okay, then what are the things? Structure. The main structure of the cyclone is there are some parts in the cyclone which are named. They are eyes, eye wall, rain bands, etc. What are the eyes? Okay, first I will draw a cyclone for you. Hmm. Consider this is the cyclone. The thing or a hole like structure at the center. This is called eye. And this wall is eye wall. That's it. This is the cyclone. The cyclone is a type of cloud formation that forms by the uplifting of moisture content and forms a cloud which brings heavy rainfall. That's it. Okay, then types of clouds associated. What are the clouds associated in the cyclone? Cumulonimbus and cirrus cloud. Okay, cumulonimbus are strong updraft and potential for the survival weather, heavy rainfall, like heavy rainfall. And cirrus is in high altitude. It may indicate the pressure of the upper level or outflow associated with the storms. Okay, then weather phenomena. associated with the tropical cyclone. What are the weather phenomena which are associated with cyclone? Let's discuss. What are the weather phenomena? Strong wind, heavy rainfall, storm, and the tornado. Strong wind, heavy rainfall, storm surge, and tornadoes. These are the phenomenal association for the cyclone. Okay, then now let's discuss the impact of tropical cyclone. Okay, what are the main impacts? Number one impact is loss of human life and injuries. Okay, why it is caused? It is caused due to high wind speed and storm surge. What are the example? The main example is cyclone Nargis, Myanmar. It happened in 2008. And the second impact is economical loss. What are the economic losses? Like distinction of building, destructions of buildings and roads, power and communication failure. Do people know that due to a strong wind or when the heavy rainfall, the power will be cut? Due to the strong wind, the wire will be cut and all. There will be a burst of transformers like that. Then cyclone Hampton. Example is India and Bangladesh in 2020. Like in the, you should be remember the examples also. It is more helpful for the value additions. Example is the important thing, like for mains answer writing, whichever like theoretical answer writing will be important. Agricultural and livelihood loss. What are the crop destruction and fishing industry impact? Yeah, due to cyclone, the people fishermen will not allowed to move into the sea or ocean for fishing. Then the next is environmental degradation, like coastal erosion, storm surge, and the wave action will be impact on the beaches and that disturbs the natural coastal line. Then destruction of forests and wetland. Destructions of forests and wetland. These are the cyclone uproots the mangroves and destroy the coral reefs. What is the main example? Example is cyclone Yassi, Australia, 2011. Okay, then what are the next impact? Next impact is water contamination. Yes, water contamination and the disease outbreak due to unhygiene, like drainage water will enter to the city. That makes the contamination of water whatever the pollution will be contaminating the water body due to heavy wind or due to a storm like a cyclone, anything contaminating contaminated drinking water. Yeah, the first thing is flood water mixed with the sewage water. Then disease spread like dengue, malaria, the mosquito causing city or vector causing cities. Sorry, vector causing diseases. These diseases will spread rapidly during this time. This is the major impact. Okay. Then the next impact is displacement and migration, mass evacuation. Yeah. For example, in India only there will be a flood situation and also cyclone situation. In the like a natural disaster situation, the thing the government is to evacuate the people. What that makes the people moving from one place to another place. Their livelihood will be broken. Yeah, because due to the impact from the natural, their own cities and houses will be damaged or destructed due to natural disasters. That makes the break of livelihood. That is the mass evacuation, long term migration. Yeah, there are so many examples for mass evacuation by the government of India during these natural calamities, like I think in Turkey earthquake, and also in some other countries also like Thailand. During most of the natural disasters, our government has evacuated our Indians from there to our own land. Okay, let's continue this part. Okay, then now we discussed about tropical cyclone. And next we discuss about let's we discuss about temperate cyclone. Okay, what is temperate cyclone? Temperate cyclone is known as extratropical cyclone. Sorry, extratropical cyclone occurs in the mid latitude, typically because between the 30 and the 30-degree and 60-degree latitude. The most common reason was the strong temperature and the contrast between the polar and the tropical air masses. What are the reason? In region with a strong temperature contrast between polar and tropical air masses. Yeah, necessary conditions are the temperate contrast. Okay, formation of cyclone is along with the frontal boundaries between a stationary front. Okay, the structure will be a warm and the cold front and the cyclone rotation, and yeah, that's it, the fronts. Okay. Let's draw a diagram how the fronts are known. Okay, yeah. What are these? These are the cold air. The triangle shape one are the cold airs, and these semicircular are warm airs. How this rotates? This rotate like this. Okay, the warm front will be pushed. Warm air will be pushed. Then the cloud, sorry, cold air will be pushed in this direction. there are the cool airs, and then the cold air will be also pushed like this in this direction. These are the cold, these are the cool. Let's change a little bit. It was better to understand if it was in the two colors, three colors. Okay, what are these? These are the warm air, and this cool air, and this one is cold air. You can see it is the rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Okay. What are the clouds? Types of clouds. Clouds associated are cumulonimbus, cumulonimbus, and nimbostratus, and altostratus. Okay. Then the weather phenomenon will be precipitation, strong wind from flooding. The weather phenomenon will be strong wind, precipitation, and storm surge and flooding. These are the weather phenomena. And sorry guys. Okay. And then impact of temperate cyclone. Okay. What are the impacts? Heavy precipitation and flooding. Example, storm Small UK. UK means not Uttar Karnataka or something. Uttarakhand. It is a United Kingdom. 2015. Then the next thing is strong wind and structural damage. Structural damage is the thing, infrastructure, destruction of infrastructure. Okay, then coastal erosion and storm surges. While not as serves as the tropical cyclone, temperate cyclone can still also lead to the storm. Okay. Then the next thing is disruption of transportation and also trade. Yeah, obviously, if it was a cyclone, there's the movement of ships and all, and the destruction by the cyclone, like a roadways, and also the airspace will be also closed due to the heavy cyclone or the cloud. Due to the weather conditions, the transportation and the trade will also disrupted, and also it impacts the agricultural crops and crop damage. That it is the mandatory thing that in the climate is the agricultural crop damage will be always a leading, always will be a leading impactful thing will be a agriculture. Okay, then health and safety risk. Yeah, like I said that and the last time the tropical cyclone impacts, the disease will be outbroken, and also unhygiene will be raised now due to that. The safety will be like, okay. Then cyclone in India. I think cyclone in India we can discuss in the Indian geography also. Yeah, now I am completing sorry, climatology. Yeah, I can tell also. I can also tell about cyclone in India. Indian subcontinent is the one of the worst affected region in the world. This subcontinent will be a longer coastlines of 8,004. Wait. I will discuss only cyclone in India. If I tell you, people will not understand. You can make notes in by this. Yeah, India will be a worst affected region. Till today, the zoologists are most worried because of they can't predict the Indian climate particularly. Like there are the some predictions. It's just a prediction that it may happen, but particularly we can't say anything about the Indian climate like that. So it is the worst affected region in the world. The coastal line was the coastal line of 8,041 kilometer. Yeah, 10% of world's tropical cyclone will be here only, exposed here only. Nearly 8% of area is country, and the 33% of Indian population is vulnerable to the cyclone. It is the main challenge. The most challenges in cyclone. What are the most challenges? Inadequate early warning system. There is no EWS. Like inadequate early warning system will be disrupt advancement, and the gap persist in the timely displacement and the last mile connectivity of warning. Yeah, that is the most challenge is inadequate early warning. Now there is a pilot project like government is trying to SMS or the SOS system to adapt in the all the Indians mobiles. Like early warning will be sent. Yeah, it is under the trial only. Then the next thing is infrastructure vulnerability along coastal. Yeah, for example, we can see in Japan there are the bunkers for earthquake, like for shelter for the earthquakes. But in India, there is no shelters like all like that because there are the most vulnerable areas. I don't know why government is not taking so serious about disasters. Okay, in future we can see also. Okay, lack of evacuation shelters. You know that government will evacuate the people like NDRF and SDRF will also evacuate the people, but it is there is a some certain time limit like in floods and all. So before moving the NDRF or this SDRF, the people are washed away by the water. This is the most common thing, like a lack of early evacuation or lack of infrastructure. It is also infrastructure, the road connectivity for the NDRF people to connect to the affected area is so the time gap is so large. That's it. Limited financial resource. This is the most thing. Limited financial resource. Okay, then the loss of mangrove forest and incomplete and outdated cyclone pattern. Yeah, as I said. Okay, then is there any topics to discuss about a cyclone? I think for mains it is far enough for the cyclone topic. Yeah, for mains it is far enough. I want to discuss about something in cyclone itself, but I will try to tell you guys something about. Mm, okay, I will discuss jet stream and all in further classes. This is actually on my notes. Okay, I discussed about this tropical cyclone. Okay, this is a eye wall. See this diagram. You can also make notes by pausing the videos and all. Global distribution. Okay, cyclone will be globally distributed In different areas, the cyclone will be called in by different names. In America, Northern America region, the cyclone will called as hurricane. Like in Indian region, tropical cyclone, and also African region, tropical cyclone. Whereas in the Japan and China region, typhoon. The cyclone is also called as typhoon. In Australia region, well, okay, you can see here that the types. You can make notes. And also ideal condition for the formation of tropical cyclone is warm oceanic surface and the coral spores. ITCZ. ITCZ is the most commonly wind and the latent heat. Yeah, these are I have discussed already. Climatic region of the world. It is the equatorial climatic region. Okay, tropical. This is the apart from the cyclone. There is no nothing anything. I think I discussed everything about cyclone. Okay, yeah. See, frontal like temperate cyclone front by the cold worm and you can see. Wait a minute. Okay, now you can see now. Like in cold air masses and warm air masses, the weather front will be formed between. Like when the push of a warm front like this in this direction, the cold fronts, the warm air masses is the push upward. Yeah, abiotic cooling will happen. The warm rises in the cold air masses and the abiotic cooling will be leading to the cold cloud formation. This process of the cyclone and the warm and the cold air formations, the weather front. This is called the frontogenesis. Okay, then yeah, this is the formation of these are the formation of fronts. Yeah, this fronts formats. See here, the formation occurs in the fronts and the depth of the temperate cyclone. You can see now. Yes, eventually a warm front in the overtaken by the cloud front, and the outtake front is called as oscillated front. Due to the formation of oscillated front, the warm air is uplifted. Like in Mediterranean region, the warm air will be uplifted and the leaving the only cold air near the ground. Warm air will be uplifted and carried towards this. Actually, this makes the western disturbance. Like the this is the main reason why the North Indian people have rainfall. Like this is the western disturbance. In further classes, I will discuss more about this. Okay, then I think this is the topic of cyclone. I think now the time to stop the topic of cyclone. In next class, I will bring other topic. Until then, okay, bye. Please like, share, and subscribe. I know this is the new channel. There is no only a few followers and the few subscribers. I think there is no only a few subscribers, but the I will promise you the content will be given 100%. Don't judge by the followers and subscribers. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Bye.